the yak. It's the yak. Get your straws, yak style, stay for a while. It's the yak. It's the yak.
What's up, everybody? Not the show that you were expecting, I'm sure. Not the show I was expecting. I should have done hand up. I should have done a better job communicating with my team. I know a lot of people were out. I thought that a few more people were back today. Brandon texted this morning that he is sick, so he will be out for potentially a couple days. But yeah, we got the gang in here. We got Smitty and we got Tommy Smokes and myself. Roan is in an Uber on his way here. He said yesterday he would be back for the show. Probably missed the beginning of it, so he will be here very shortly.
Scraping the bottom of the barrel, Stephen Che.
Don't be so hard on
Pretty
yourself.
rude.
I was talking about you, Tommy.
And we got Katie Statson here, almost national champion. Katie Stats.
Oh, she didn't blow a huge ass lead.
That was a tough look for you guys yesterday.
Very wide ass lead.
We had the Baylor thing. I tweeted out at halftime. I was like, we blew Baylor. Everyone calm down. Like, this is not over yet.
What's your shirt mean?
So the back says fear God. It's, like every college has a campus preacher. Like, that was ours. We had Gary. Maybe it's a thing in the South, but like, there's like some religious person who just goes and like yells at people. We had Gary the preacher. All UNC people will know this. They had a sign that says, fear God, stop sinning. Think like Romans 3:16 on it.
So Southern colleges are basically like street corners in New York City?
Yeah, like it's a very, very niche UNC shirt. I can only wear it when I go to campus or other bars, or people think I'm a religious preacher.
So wait, does everyone at school go to church on Sundays?
No, not really. I mean, a decent amount do, but it's not like if you don't, you're weird.
Oh, interesting. That was not even, I went to school in the Northeast, not even a thought.
There's a few.
I
but
went to Fordham, a Jesuit school with, priests and a church on campus. Never stepped foot in it once in 4 years.
What does Jesuit mean? Is this a religion?
It's like Catholic, but like different, I think, or some shit.
I went to technically a Lutheran school. I still don't know what the Lutheran religion is.
You went to a Lutheran college?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't
No
know
idea.
what that means. You never went to church, I assume?
Well, no, I went to church. I was raised Roman Catholic. So I had no idea what like the denomination of Lutheranism is.
What does everyone think happens when we die?
I think you do go to I believe in heaven.
I do too. I feel like it's a hot take nowadays, but
Is it?
I think most people are like, oh, you just die, you become dirt. You go in the soil, you fade to black.
I actually had this conversation with my wife the other day. What do you want to happen when you die? I want to get cremated.
where do you want your ashes to go?
Raymond James Stadium.
Okay. That's illegal, first of all.
It's illegal?
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean?
Somebody tried to do that at the link, and they had to sneak on during the game, streaking it out like the father's
They must have
ashes.
not been very good at it.
Oh,
It
then I'll have
seems
my kid do
pretty
that.
Easy to do.
Yeah. Be super easy to do. Carry it in plastic bags. Just dump me out everywhere.
That's essentially what he did before he went to jail.
I mean, he probably got like a ticket.
Well,
Can't
there's
go
a
to
jail
jail
underneath
for
the
Right.
stadium, but something happens.
Yeah.
Just don't know what.
But Katie, what was the back and forth with you and Rico yesterday? Because I was paying attention I was very, very invested in the game, but I was eyes on the screen. What was going on between you and Rico Bosco yesterday?
So basically, I think so. I forget what the first thing that started it, but I texted him, was like, you're on Kansas. Because he was like, oh no. He tweeted out, like, not great when UNC went on a run. So I texted him, was like, oh, you're on Kansas because he's on Duke. Doesn't respond. And then he goes on Twitter and does the whole mush thing with like, oh, congrats, Caleb, congrats, Katie. Because remember before I was like,
Yes, I saw that. That was at halftime.
yeah, like just when it did. Like, I remember I initially tweeted him like, if you mush this, like I will you respect people when people text you to actually not put it on Twitter for a second. I was like, if you keep on doing this, I will put this on Twitter. He did it himself, and I was like, fine, you know what? Sure, like I'll do one response and be like, you mush this is on you, but he just kept on doing it. Like I want to see his bet slips. Like if he had a serious amount of money on it.
That's
He did have Kansas futures.
But
He was
like,
tweeting.
yes, and I saw it was like plus 900, plus 13, which is like, sure, but like if he had like several $1,000s, then okay, fine, I'll back off. But if he had like $5 on it and he was just hammering it home, like it's my school. You can shit on UNC, don't tag me and Caleb. Just like over and over and over again. Like I just, and I'm sitting here watching the lead go, and like Rico and I get along very well. He FaceTimed me 3 times. I declined
Oh, wow.
every single one. I don't know, like I wasn't watching the
This
streams.
was post game or when they were making their run?
Last 5 minutes of it.
Oh boy.
I don't know whether he was going to do it in jest. I didn't watch the stream at all. I just like did it. I said fuck off. He said truce at the end. I turned my red receipts on and left him on red. I was like, once I see the bet slips, I'll either calm down and get really pissed off.
Calling out bet slips. I mean, them fighting words.
Like I feel like if it's like a $5 thing to do a future, because like I've sprinkled like little money here and there. Like if you went to Kansas, sure, but like, dude, it's my school, and you're just like talking. Like, no, I just got pissed, and I was like, you get blocked by everyone. Like, let's go. I was like, I just don't want to see it anymore. Like, I still got tagged in it. I was like, no.
Yeah, like going back to the Bucks Rams playoff game where I died in my seat basically. You know, there's a video of like Marty and Ev like rooting for the Rams, and I think that's fine. Like they weren't like rubbing it in and be like fuck you Steve, but they're rooting for their bets and they should.
But like rooting for your bets versus
But you
like,
shouldn't like cross the line to be like a dick about it.
yeah, because also like I think it's difference between when it's a bet, when it's someone you're actually like a passionate fan base. Like
Yep.
you're a huge Bucks fan. Like I'm sure I'm more UNC football, but like come March Madness, everyone's all in.
Yep.
But I was like, also the tagging. Like if he was just like UNC don't choke, but like at me every single
Good for the
time.
followers, though.
Yeah, so
It was, yeah, but like we've interacted a bunch. I don't think I got too much, but I was just like I don't want to see it. Like I'm in a group chat with Viceroys for March Madness, and they were talking shit. I left it. I was like, I don't want to see this. Just like I need to focus on the game. Just like pissed off. I just left because I don't want to like say mean stuff.
So leave the personal around out of like the bets. So don't say like, "Hey, I'm gonna come to New York and smash those nerdy glasses in the face if somebody doesn't get over 2.5 assists." Right? Stevie J?
So that was, and I assume they're gonna leave it in for tonight. But the story with that was I got a text from Eddie late on Monday that was like, "Hey, have you talked about the Bruce Arians stuff yet?" I was like, "No." He's like, "You want to come on the Dave Portnoy show tomorrow and talk about it?" And I was like, "Oh, sure, whatever." So we're talking with Dave for a couple minutes, and then what I saw on Instagram was that Dave and Big Cat hit Brady Manick over 2.5 threes, which was a very exciting bet for Saturday
Yeah.
as the go-ahead bucket.
I was surprised
early, too.
I'm surprised how
No,
low
not
it
last
was.
night, on Saturday.
Oh.
It hit with a minute and a half left, I think. Very exciting bet, so I saw them celebrating that. I did put out a pick. I've been hot with NBA prop bets. I put out a pick for the Saturday early game, which did not hit. Came up one rebound short. But then I gave Big Cat my pick for Brady Manick, and I guess he gave that to Dave. And Dave was telling me on the show, like, "Oh, I took your pick Saturday, like didn't hit." And I was like, "Well, I saw you hit the Brady Manick." He was like, "That was you?" And I was like, "Yeah." So we were talking a little bit more, and I was like, "I got one for tonight." I felt really, really good about it. And what's super funny to me is if you see the clip, he's just kind of like making fun of me, and then I say I got a pick, and he just like all of a sudden like full attention, like what is it? And so yeah, Christian Brown over 2.5 assists. I had everything riding on. I made a bet myself, which was large for what I place, but nothing compared to what he did. And he bet 80 grand before he even heard any of the data. He was just he was just like, all right, I just put 80 grand. I was like, do you want me to tell you about it first? Do you? So yeah, he said that
The gentleman who bought Shake Shack because Glenny Balls said like people are going to start eating, like didn't listen to the
During
data.
lunch. People get hungry at lunch. Well,
Yeah.
how it's so weird rooting for an assist. Like
it is, because it is by definition a subjective.
right.
Like
and
there-
I saw you tweeted the one that could have been an assist.
Yes, it could have been, and they can actually during the game they can actually go and correct it.
Can they change it after the game?
I think so, but I don't know what like the window is for that.
Right.
So it got off to a great start. Literally the first possession, he gets an assist. So I'm like, all right. My biggest fear was he would be going into halftime with none. At least you're at 1 and you only need 3. It's like, all right, like you'll probably be fine. So Brown played the entire first half and didn't get another assist. Kansas was not making any baskets. I think they had 9 baskets at half. But you know, you can make fun of it. The data was showing that if they scored 22 baskets right about there, that he would get 3. I got a phone call at halftime from a very angry Big Cat and Dave. And Dave was not talking on the phone. He was in the background and just cursing me out. And yesterday was a very weird day because that happened at 11:45 noon. And the whole day I was not nervous at all. Like when you hear about these stories about like, oh, Tom Brady before the Super Bowl like took a nap, like wasn't nervous. I was 0%
Think
nervous.
that's comparable.
In terms of like the stakes, yes. In terms of the personal stakes, yes. Because if I had lost that bet and it had 0 assists or 1 assist at the end,
But it's not
That's a
you.
terrible
It's the
player.
data. You always have a scapegoat. No, I didn't do it. It's the fucking data. I'm just following the data.
I wouldn't say it's a scapegoat, but yeah, I mean,
It
I
never
feel-
worked against them, but like legitimately, you're just following the data.
Yeah, I don't have an agenda. I had no dog in the fight. I wasn't specifically rooting for Kansas or North Carolina. I literally just looked at every single prop. I looked at every single number, and that was the one that stuck out. And of course, it's still a gamble because if Remy Martin doesn't make that 3-pointer, maybe he finishes at 2 assists. There were a couple other opportunities where he had the fast break, and then there's a wide open pass to Jalen Wilson for an open 3, and he misses that. So it's definitely a game of bounces, but it was a very, very good feeling as soon as he got the second one to open the second half. I was like, all right, we're running more. I was confident, and cashed with about 10.5 minutes left in the third, and I was on absolute cloud 9.
Didn't he end with 3?
He ended with 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there were opportunities, but he ended with 3, and there was the one that was like kind of questionable in the first half. But as long as it's 3 or more, that's the name of the game. So I was very happy, and we'll talk I'm sure more. But it's a great move for me personally, just because I have earned that trust not only to win that bet, but then to get the trust for him to actually place a bet like that, but then actually paid out. And I was on my way home yesterday, and Dave was texting me about picks and stuff like that. So, what, is that not good?
It's good until it's not. Tommy knows.
Yeah, I mean,
When did you
it's
officially?
It's amazing at points, but the lows.
Yeah, Tommy. When did you officially become the?
And all it takes is one loss.
Yeah. What was the term? Used cum rag.
Used cum rag was 2019. 2018 was good luck charm. 2019 was used cum rag. It's a little different for you because you're like giving the picks, like you're putting in the research and stuff. I was just sitting there. Like I had no control over anything. You at least have like an air of control over it though.
Fair.
But yeah, I mean it's not. I mean, you've seen it with a million people. I feel like throughout. Like if you give a loser or a lot of losers, it could.
Yeah.
The last time I gave Dave a pick was we were in the Philly house when the sportsbook first launched, and this gentleman who was fighting cancer ended up coming to the house, and like we shot the shit with him outside for a little bit.
What he just showed up?
It was a
anything
story.
to
It
do
was a
with the
story. We planned on meeting beforehand or
Gotcha.
whatever. Met up with him and just shot the shit and ended up getting a pick from him. I think it was the Rams over the Washington football team in Washington. Really sloppy game, and it was like -6 or something, maybe even more for the Rams. And for the game, I was like, oh, well, this kid came, like he gave T-shirts or whatever, and I was just like, yeah, he has cancer, but he gave a pick. And Dave's just like, well, I gotta take the cancer kid pick now. And the Rams were down like early, and he's like, well, fuck you, Smitty. Fuck you. Taking the cancer guy. I gotta take the cancer kid pick. Thankfully, the Rams won, but it's like, what's the upside here from giving him picks? It's like, you get an attaboy.
I mean,
wins,
he did get $5,000.
I will be getting it. Yeah.
True. But
I've been here a long time, and it's always people in your guys' position. It's always very rare for him to say "good job." And
Yeah,
I got a great job and a good job. It was nice.
you also won him $80,000.
Yes, no, for sure. That he would have placed it on some other prop, but yeah, I was very
Yeah.
happy that my name was attached to that.
That's
But yeah,
fair.
it's a fickle game.
What's an average Stephen Shea unit look like, or do you not want to share?
I spread it around. I can go heavier. I mean, a heavy bet for me is like $100. But like I spread it around. So normally in any given night, depending on how many props I like, I could have anywhere from $25 to $100 on the line, but spread between a few props. If I really like a prop, like my favorite prop of the day, I'm decent $50 or so.
And more responsibly.
Yeah, responsibly.
you have
That's
to do.
within my means, and I'm happy to say that I put money in at the beginning of football season, and I still have that money and more in the account. So
Not bad.
good.
That's a sick fucking brag.
Yeah.
Responsibly.
Yeah, I had a good football season. Basketball took an absolute beating in the first month I was doing it, but I've been very good lately. So, but yeah, what's going on with you?
With me? Or are you looking at Sa or TJ?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
Smitty.
You're looking at it.
Big interview the other day.
Yes.
That can be released, right? Is that coming out today?
Tomorrow. Bryce Harper, first time, long time with Roan and myself. It's good. It's good. He's supposed to sit down for like 20 minutes, ended up like shooting the shit for an hour, and it gets
Wow.
really, really he's just honest. He's not what you would think he is. Like, he gets kind of the try hard mentality sometimes, but he's just genuine.
Fellow member of Team Portnoy.
Yeah, I wanted him on the Yankees. So
Well, he
bad.
talks about that. He talks
Yeah.
about the Yankees, talks about being offered from the White Sox, and like how he was close and like sits down. It's a really really good.
I was
time.
just telling Smitty before, I was going through some MLB predictions before, looking through the teams. I think the Phillies are my dark horse World Series.
And then that's horse shit. I hate that.
I think
Fuck
they're
you,
just
Tom.
really good.
They haven't made the playoffs in 12 years, and then Tommy Smokes just goes,
Zach
"Oh,
Wheeler,
we're
Aaron
gonna
Nola.
win the
what's-
World
what's
Series."
the third guy's name? Suarez.
Ranger Suarez. The
Yeah,
Lone
that's
Ranger.
That's a solid top three. Kyle Gibson's not bad. They improved the bullpen. Bryce Harper, Kyle Schwarber, Castellanos. They have like a softball hitting home run lineup. Gene Sakura, Didi. I mean, Didi's not what he used to be. JT Realmuto. That's a jacked team.
See, I don't need
Loaded
this.
team.
I don't need this jinxie mojo from you
It's
and
not a jinxie mojo.
It's a jinxie mojo from like you and Chris Castanelli saying, "Oh, there's no way they should miss the playoffs." Like, what? Fuck you, Chris.
I think they're gonna win the World. I'm gonna go on the bar. They're 2,200 on the Barstool.
That's
Sports Book
outrageous.
in the World
Like,
Series.
what are you doing?
$100 to win 2,200.
Just because your team stinks with Brian Cashman just being the king of
Well, that's not
apathy up there. He doesn't give a fuck about.
I mean, I hate Brian Cashman as well, but I think the Yankees will make the playoffs. 6 teams make the playoffs. I think the AL is pretty weak.
Was it Frank that said the Yankees weren't going to make the playoffs this year?
Probably.
Frank had a meltdown over Jared Eichhoff earlier. Like, all right, Frank.
He said Taijuan Walker gave up 3 straight home runs of 500 feet. I have sitting across from Frank. It's you have to differentiate Frank facts from reality. So he'll say things where I'll be like, I don't think that's true, Frank. I'll have to. But sometimes he does tell the truth. So you have to just think about it and be like, okay, 500-foot home runs happen almost never. So 3 in a row seems very unlikely. Probably didn't happen. And
There's
they were able to
a,
decipher not a Frank fact.
A lot of good bets on the Barstool Sportsbook. One of which is the longest home run of the year, 495.5 or over.
I mean,
What have
You got to think about
what
somebody.
have some of the longest ones been?
You got to figure somebody in Colorado is going to launch one 500 feet one of these days.
What was like longest one last year?
I don't know. Data?
I don't know anything about baseball. You named 20 baseball players. I couldn't name 10 even after you said that.
You can't name 10 baseball
After the
players?
second meeting.
Thank you, Kate. You couldn't name 10 baseball players right now currently playing.
Probably right about 10. Honestly, I don't follow
And
baseball.
you live in America.
I do. Dude, baseball. Oh my god. Like,
But just name
I feel
10
like you
players?
would like baseball. I feel like baseball's
like-
so statistics.
Yeah, it's a
driven.
huge
I feel like I would
analytically-
love baseball, but the time commitment is insane. Like, I'm 162 games. If there's
Yeah, it is a lot.
160 NFL games, I'm sorry, I'm out. Like, too much.
I don't think.
Yeah, but you would be the
Overkill.
king of like stat nerd ball
I
watching.
feel like you
like-
dominate fantasy baseball.
Yeah, the lefty pitchers for the first 3 innings on games over 70 degrees like have this ERA. Like you'd be rubbing one out over that.
Yeah, but it's just too big of it's too big of a time commitment. Like, if I was just covering one team's game for a day, that's 3 hours a day. And then you have to do that 160 times, and that's only with one team. So, like,
I mean, you're not just like live tweeting every pitch. You can go back and just look at stats. Exactly what's going on.
You could have other stuff going on while the game's on.
I mean, no. I feel like, honestly, and this has been my plan for a while, I'm not just saying this, when I retire and move to whatever destination I retire to, I will actually buy in and like that baseball team because I'll have time to actually
You say that
Like 30 years.
Yeah, and you say that like you have unlimited opportunities to retire anywhere you want. You're retiring like maybe one of 3 places.
No, what are you talking about? Dude, if I
What
don't
are the top 5 Stephen Cherry
Yeah.
retirement destinations?
Arizona, Hawaii,
Hawaii doesn't have a
Florida.
baseball team.
that's true.
Major hole in an otherwise flawless plan.
But then I could just like someone that's, as close as possible. Anaheim? Seattle?
Dodgers.
Dodgers? Yeah, whatever.
Seattle, yeah.
Do the Dodgers still have that guy that throws peanuts behind the back, or did he retire? Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're like peanut guy. Wasn't he like a famous dude?
Famous peanut guy. You need a guy in
Player or
the
a
stands?
fan?
No, neither.
It's a peanut guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like a
Concession
vendor?
guy.
Yes,
Oh,
correct.
I'm
And you
not
like throw
sure.
it behind the back. I thought that.
I think a lot of.
I've checked
teams
out. I've
have
checked out on following concession.
Yeah, I don't.
employees.
I don't know all the concession rosters.
Yeah, after
George.
after the Philly peanut girl turned out to be a Nazi.
Right.
True story. Or pistachio girl.
You guys had pistachios at your games?
Oh yeah, pistachio girl would absolutely come out and belt out pistachio, and then turned out she was like publicly a Nazi. Like,
Was she publicly Nazi at the games, or
no, I don't think so. I don't think she was just like tossing out Mein Kampf with the pistachios, but like
I think
behind
they'd
the
get you
scenes, there
fired
was-
pretty quick?
Yeah, behind the scenes there was apparently like a little bit of stuff going on.
As a baseball fan, it's a big like rite of passage to travel to a bunch of different stadiums, right?
Yeah, I've been to when I was younger. Me and my parents would go like see the Yankees at a new stadium every year, pretty much. I've been to maybe like 22 or so.
Really? Wow.
I've been to the entire AL outside of Tampa Bay.
That stadium like notoriously sucks, right?
Yeah.
You want to talk about like retirement goals? I pictured that just being your retirement, traveling to different states and doing
So
different.
that's another thing. My dad has been to all 50 states. I've been to 37. I'm trying to
Yeah.
carry on the tradition and get to 50. North Dakota is going to be tough because I've been all around North Dakota except North Dakota. So I'm going to have to end up going to North Dakota just for North Dakota.
You could stop by and have a little Bismarck action.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not caught up.
What counts as that? Like transferring.
I have to have 2 feet on the ground.
So taking a connecting flight.
So that's the trickiest one. I don't count that. I luckily don't have anywhere.
You should have to have a meal in the state.
No, 2 feet down. Because like Nebraska, I went to Nebraska for like 10 minutes, put my feet down, stopped at a McDonald's, and
You had
left.
a meal.
I don't think I had a meal. I think I peed.
You marked his territory.
Yeah.
McDonald's Shamrock Shakes are just phasing out, I believe. One of my favorite seasonal item snacks. We'll do that sometime
I've
soon
ever
on the
had
bracket.
one.
You never had a Shamrock Shake?
No.
I feel like a lot of people have hot takes on, or maybe a hot take is liking the actual like mint flavor of the Shamrock Shake, but
I like mint chocolate chip ice cream. I feel like people hate mint chocolate chip ice cream.
shit, you know what I just remembered? TJ's back. We didn't do a wheel yesterday.
Oh no.
Yeah,
People are
I got-
pissed.
I got tweets right after the show was done.
I
I was
just-
like, oh fuck.
I'll hand up. That's on me. It was a little bit of a scramble drill yesterday. As far as everyone being like, we needed to get the logos for the tee right before a bunch of stuff as far as who was going to be in and whatnot. I thought it was just going to be me and Michael Greer until 2 minutes before the show. So
Talking about a data blowjob
yeah.
hitting you right in the face.
So a lot going on. That's totally on me. So let's do the wheel. Hopefully Roan comes back during the show and he doesn't have to get wet. But at the same time, today I wouldn't hate today as a wet day. But I know that
I
Big
do
Cat.
not want to be wet.
I know Big Cat doesn't want to miss a wet day. Oh shit! So if you guys don't know, if you can bring that back up, TJ, the pink, the pink sliver there is the slap wheel. So if that lands on it, then we have to do a slap wheel, and then basically 2 of us will get slapped by other members of the cast.
Already have a headache. I could see this ending with Smitty slapping. Remember when you were about to slap me, Smitty, but then you didn't? I forget what that was for. It was a Madden
In like
bet.
real life.
Man,
It was a Madden bet,
Yeah.
but then he held and he didn't do it.
I offered clemency.
Yeah. It was nice of him.
Mercy. Yes. You and Balls. Balls actually, like, because we would play Madden in the game time room when it was whatever, and we would have specific bets, and one was a slap bet. And Balls,
it was a slap was on the line before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And,
a huge difference.
Balls was like quivering, like before I went up to slap him, and I just like gave him a big wind up and just a little tap.
Oh, I remember that. Yes.
You're just gonna manhandle Balls.
I mean, we did a slap wheel in here and
Oh no, I know you guys did.
smacked the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Brandon Walker knows how to.
I mean, I think HR can look over the YAK doing that. Smitty in the game time room. I mean, that's a little questionable. Beating the shit out of Balls.
All right, let's get this wheel over with. So if it's dry, nothing happens.
So
What's
if it's-
food wheel?
If it lands on food, then we would get to pick. We would do a wheel then for who gets to pick what food we'll order.
Oh, that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah, no, that's certainly.
I actually have my lunch ordered. I was about to go pick it up, but I'm doing the YAK instead, so that's true dedication.
company man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that is the food wheel.
All right, I'm rooting for food wheel for sure.
I'm kind of low key rooting for slap. But let's see.
All
what
are
happens.
dangerously close to wet. Wet is the worst.
What's a wheel reset?
especially
Just
in
spin again.
jeans.
So every day that we get a dry, we remove a dry, so the chances of getting wet or getting slapped or food get higher. So at this point,
What does a dry get replaced with?
no, it would just be
It's 20
yeah,
slices on the wheel total.
Oh, so it'd just be 19.
Yeah.
correct. So each day it gets smaller. Or sorry, the chance of wet being bigger. But let's do this thing. TJ, spin that sheet. Easy money.
I don't want to lunch.
I have said, and I bet this will get called out later by someone that's on the group text, but last night I was looking for ultimate karma going into the national championship game with the bet, and TJ brought up in our group text that nobody did the wheel, and at that point I had realized, oh shit, we did forget. That's on me. That's my fault. So I volunteered, and I'll follow through with it when everyone's back. We can do a slap wheel with one person gets to slap me, and that's my fault. For the show.
Who do you want to slap you the least? Not only in the yak, but like in the office.
I mean, it'd probably be really bad if like Erica slapped me.
Yeah.
I don't know who. I mean, dude, Brandon has not only he's just like a bigger guy and has like heavy hands, so getting slapped by him sucked.
I bet Coley's got a good slap.
Oh, he always got some meat hooks.
Does he?
Sure. Yeah, he's got some big hands. I got an easy one. Tico.
Oh, the nails. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
should probably take her eyeball out.
And you know she ain't holding back.
She's definitely slapped
Yeah,
someone
she's
before.
oh,
Yeah.
she's getting a free slap on you.
Taking advantage. Remember when you got tased?
Yeah. Ebony tased me.
That was a wild time.
That was
What was that for?
me and a former employee were playing NCAA football. That was the first ever Twitch stream that we had.
Was that TEX?
Like, yeah, that was like 15,000 concurrents just watching us play NCAA football. It was a close game, and I ended up losing, and then we got banned from Twitch for inciting violence.
So is it fair to say that Big Cat and Coach Doug's are part of your coaching tree?
Well, I did not say this, but Big Cat said it on the record on the rundown end of me that Coach Doug's would not have existed if it wasn't for Smitty.
So everyone
Actual Coach Doug's or
This was before Coach Doug's was hired.
So everyone in the Coach Doug's coaching tree is under the Smitty coaching tree.
My coaching tree, A, has nothing to do with me because the talent has shown itself and would have succeeded here regardless. But my coaching tree is actually very wild here.
So it's like Roan, Mooj, who else was on this?
Fran.
Fran.
Fran. Let's give you some guff.
That's major, Guff. That's major.
He was on the staff apparently.
TJ, would you be a part of my coaching tree if we said so?
I don't know how they define it. I guess so. Yeah, I mean, you're certainly one of at least the coordinators of that tree, right?
I'm putting Za on my coaching tree. Fuck you, Za.
Yeah,
Oh
that-
yeah, for sure.
You deserve that.
Yeah.
On that.
Oh my god, I forgot
That'll
about
give it to
that.
Yeah. No, but everybody like
Can we replay that clip? I love
That's an
No,
all-time
please don't,
clip.
Please don't.
I love looking at Smitty's bewildered face in that hat. That stupid hat.
no, but like Young Sound Bob like helped Trey animation. There's a lot of people here behind the scenes specifically, but like Rowan would have found his way here probably and succeeded anyway. Fran would have succeeded here, but like
Speaking
if I didn't answer an email, no Fran.
right.
Like that's it.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Brethren.
Roni Baloney.
Good to see you all. Great show so far. I just think it has been. I enjoyed it all.
Were you actually watching?
Huh?
You're actually watching?
Yes, I was watching. My bad. Let me close the door. But my main qualm early on in the show, Tommy said that there's only like 3 destinations where you retire. And then you're like, no, there's not. And then you listed exactly 3 destinations.
Exactly.
Well, no, there
There's
are
only
multiple
3
more.
destinations where you would retire.
I thought you asked me the top.
no,
3.
he said
Yes,
he said I have unlimited destination spots. It's like no, you don't. You obviously don't.
you can literally go anywhere. Like,
But not to
You
pick a
can,
baseball
but
team
you-
to start rooting for.
yeah, if I followed that logic, I would have to be in one of the states that a baseball team is located.
And I feel like North Carolina, South Carolina, good retirement spots, no baseball teams.
I think they're gonna get one soon,
North Carolina.
somewhere around there, Charlotte.
The Durham Bulls.
Vegas, and Charlotte, I think, should be 2 spots for an expansion baseball.
Who'd want to go to a baseball game in Las Vegas? It sounds like it's like the most fast-moving city.
I would.
That's stupid.
You're stupid.
You're going there, Sin City, to gamble, to go to pool parties, to do all this
fuck
fun
chicks.
stuff, and you're going to the slowest thing you could possibly go to, which is a baseball game.
Dude, they
I like
probably
going to
have
baseball games.
slot machines and blackjack tables and pools and fucking VIP clubs. Like, why not?
I guess I didn't take that into account.
You do anything in Vegas. People watch fucking Gallagher bust a fucking a watermelon in Vegas. You watch people go to Carrot Top. They're not going to go see the Yankees?
Chris Angel. He's there sometimes.
Mind
I'd
Freak?
love to see Chris Angel.
Carrot Top apparently has like a pretty decent show there. Luxor.
The most jacked red-haired comedian that I know.
The only jacked redhead comedian that you know.
What about Francis? You guys just shit on Francis. You guys
Well, no, Carrot Top's more jacked than him.
Yeah.
Is he?
I think so.
I don't know. As a guy who's met both, I think I'd take Francis's physique.
Really?
If I was getting my body slapped onto someone
Francis
else's
very
body.
tall.
Francis has a more chiseled face for doing chiseled face rankings.
I don't know
Carrot
about
Top's
that
also,
either.
he's old. He's
Seen
on the
Carrot
old.
Top's Botox?
Yeah, he's Botoxed. Yeah, he's heavily Botoxed.
I remember, Tommy, when you were hitting the gym and we were on the Dave Portnoy show.
Oh,
with
yeah.
me and Dave. And I couldn't see you as like a jacked figure because it would be like Carrot Top, just like a jacked person, but like the weirdest face to go along with
Yeah,
that
it was
body.
like the SpongeBob cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a decent run I had. My arms were legitimately huge. I had like biceps, triceps on top of my biceps and
No.
triceps. I did. It was
No,
impressive.
no, you
It
didn't.
was- look at this one video.
No, you didn't. There's
Is that what
nothing.
you were looking for on your phone?
No, I was
actually
looking
no.
up
Actually,
Carrot Top.
you had shoulders once. I remember
Yeah,
touching
you
your
actually
shoulder,
specifically
and I was like,
complimented
"Wait,
my shoulder
you
while I was
low-key-
wearing this
But you
shirt.
didn't. You weren't jacked. Was it that exact shirt?
Yeah, it was this exact shirt. I'll
That's
never
fucking
forget.
weird. You really, is he? What do you
No, there's nothing.
Not
talk
terrible.
about it, Steven?
There's
What-
nothing.
Terrible.
what'd you
It's firmer
put
than I
under
thought.
there? Yeah, there was like.
It's girthier than I thought.
Thank you.
Oh, it was definition for me. It
Tommy's
wasn't
always
girth
girthier than people think.
because they think that you have a pencil dick. Because they think that you're thin. What's up, dudes? Sorry, I'm a little bit late.
How was your trip?
Sucked.
I saw your tweet. You got it. So you got in at. I mean, you're a veteran of the game, but you got in at a reasonable time. Would you get in at like 7 o'clock?
Yeah, like 6:37.
Yeah.
What's your frequent flyer miles like this year? Nice?
I'm probably at like 35, 36 flights this year so far on Delta alone.
Are you gonna be like that guy in Up in the Air, George Clooney? Would you get like 1 million miles or 10 million miles, something like that?
I don't know. Some people in here actually do. Like MB has an insane amount of miles. She said she hasn't flown in anything but first class for like the last 6 years or something like that.
Whoa.
She just she's like a
Is
diamond.
that what points does?
Yeah,
I don't understand credit card points and airline miles
Yeah,
at
me
all.
neither.
it is pretty sweet. They just bump you up to first class. Like on the way down, they just were like, you get to sit in first class now.
But you don't buy a first class ticket.
No, you buy a regular ticket.
But then if they're sold out, then you're screwed, right? You're just
Then
like,
you just sit in a regular seat. But then you have Sky Priority, get on early, you go to the Delta Lounge, have some dog food in the Delta Lounge.
what's in the Delta Lounge?
Exactly.
Is it cool?
It's mysterious. No, it's for people who think they're rich. It's like people who like to sniff their own farts and like feel good about themselves, feel like they're getting something like exclusive, but really all it is like shitty hummus and like a Michelob Ultra.
Right, because if you were actually rich, you'd be flying like
Private.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like mid-rich people who are like differentiating themselves from the rest of the airport, but they're like, you're not that rich.
Right.
Is
Where's
that
your plane?
Is that a real thing? Like a lot of people do now is fly private. I know Dave's done it, and I know Pat did it a couple times when he was here. But like, do people do that on the reg?
I think they do it on the reg.
If you can afford it.
I mean, if
Yeah,
you're
it's-
rich.
Isn't it like
Beyond
30
convenient.
30 grand a flight?
Yeah, but some people are rich, dude.
I can't even
Do you,
comprehend
do
that.
you know the inequality in this country? You know what the top 1% earns compared to like the top 2%, let
Base
alone the
Smitty.
top 20, the 99%?
Yeah, dude, base Smitty.
I get like very agitated if I buy a flight and they charge for bags, so I can't even fathom
Same.
like $30,000.
Is Dave even top 1%?
Of the entire world?
Definitely.
No, definitely.
No.
He's definitely. Oh, the 1% is fat.
Definitely.
There's
That's
like
what
a
I mean.
lot- There's like
Yeah.
I'm saying there's a lot of room in the 1%, but like the 1% of 1%, he might be in that. I don't know. Or you're saying that he's not
He's
even
definitely
1%.
top.
I don't know. No, I'm not saying that's a knock on Dave and his net worth. I'm saying like the 1%
Be a
is
3%er.
owns that much of the wealth.
No, but there's not that many one percenters.
There's 2,770 billionaires on the planet, so Dave is part of the 1%.
He's not a billionaire.
He's a billionaire.
2,000
Oh, no.
billionaires?
He's
Yeah.
close.
That seems like a lot anyway.
But
he's
bet more on that
close
prop.
enough.
2,700 billionaires?
He's not a billionaire, but he's close enough where he's definitely
Yeah,
in the
there's
top
6
1%.
billion, 6 billion people on the planet. If there's 2,000 billionaires, then Dave definitely is
Right.
in the 1%.
Okay.
But he's not a billionaire. Why are you
Because he
No,
has
but
he has at least
based
100
off-
million.
Based
we'll
off
say,
knowing,
right?
based off knowing that there's 2,000 billionaires.
Well, how many 100 millionaires are there? Because that's where he would fit in. Like
I
100
mean, what's
million.
1% of 8 billion? 8 million? That's a guess.
Dude, a billion's a big fucking
80.
number.
80?
Or wait,
It's definitely more than 80.
It's 800 people.
You know, if you count, Tommy, if you count to a million.
It's not 8. There's 1% of 8 billion is more than 800.
Tommy, if you passed.
80 million.
Yeah, it's 80 million.
Tommy, if you passed
Oh, 80
a
million.
million.
Oh, yeah, Dave is definitely one of the 80 million richest people in the world.
If you passed a million seconds, just like 1, 2, 3, 4, it would take like 8 days or 15 days for a million seconds. It would take like 30 something years for a billion.
Yeah, billion's a lot.
Billion's a fuck ton.
I wasn't disputing that.
Check it out, data boy.
That doesn't make sense at all.
Check it out.
You said it would
Check it
take
out.
6 days.
Check it out.
I said 8 or 15. I forget the actual stat.
That doesn't make sense at
Just
it's
look it
a
up,
lot
Data Boy.
more. It's a lot
A
more.
lot more.
But growth is exponential, though.
Maybe it's 30 days for 15 for a million, but it's still 30 years for a billion, 30 days for a million.
all. That doesn't make sense at all either.
It doesn't, but again, data boy. Look it up.
I wonder how most people become billionaires.
So
Most people who are billionaires. Go ahead, Zah.
According
Interest.
to Smart Asset, you have to earn close to $600,000 a year to be in the top 1% earners in the United States of America.
All right,
so
safe to
anyone
say
that
Dave
makes
is in the top
anyone that
1%.
makes north of $600K is in the
Oh, so
1%.
Brandon Walker.
That's just America, though.
That's just in America.
That
That's
is
your
just in
point.
America.
But also, we're the richest, though, right?
Isn't Dubai crazy rich? I don't know anything about Dubai.
Dubai, you just own a tiger.
I don't even know where Dubai is. I am so bad at geography.
United Arab Emirates.
Is it? Is it in
Yeah.
the United Arab? I
Wait, is
thought,
Dubai not a
It
country?
was,
I
right?
thought Abu Dhabi's in the United Arab Emirates, but Dubai is some other
Is
place.
Dubai
Saudi
a country
Arabia?
or a city?
Is Dubai in a country? Because it's like man-made, isn't it?
Dubai is not a
It's
country.
just like a fancy.
We're exposing ourselves as the dumbest human beings alive right
Where's
now.
KP?
It's one of the Emirates.
Math.
Dubai is in the
Geography.
UAE.
It's an emirate.
It's one of the Emirates.
Yeah.
One of the Emirates.
There's multiple Emirates?
Emirate?
United. It's
like a
above
state?
Yemen and Oman. I remember that from when I memorized a map.
Oh man.
God damn it. You niced him and I got damn it at him? We're not on the same page, Tommy.
No, we never are.
So what does that look like for you? You fly in, it doesn't happen. You just go to sleep and come back in the morning? Is that kind of how that goes?
Yeah.
You've been obviously very hot, and you hit the winning cities most times.
No, not without Caleb. Not since I partnered up with Lil Sasquatch.
You were in
Sasquatch.
Cincinnati,
Wait,
weren't
was
you?
Sass
Yeah.
there last night? No.
No, he was in Denver whooping it up. But yeah, we just got there, went to the place we were supposed to watch the game, some barbecue place that's right by the intersection, and they didn't win. And we kind of the owner was nice to us, so we kind of hung out with them. Somebody pulled up a basketball hoop on the back of a school bus, and so they I guess to get off the energy in like a North Carolina way, they just all people just played hoop in the street.
That's awesome.
Was it 10 feet?
Oh, definitely.
That would drive me nuts if it was like 12 feet.
Actually,
12 feet.
Yeah.
I don't think
How are you going to get it correct on the back of a school bus?
that's a good question. I gotta look at it. Maybe it was a
Measuring-
little bit
measuring
income.
Because if you're trying to play ball out there, like you want to play actual ball and you know how to play, but if you're shooting at an 11-foot jacked hoop,
I've never seen a hoop that's been higher than 10 feet. It's always lower.
it's on a fucking school bus, Stephen J. It's not like a normal basketball hoop.
Yeah, but
this
one.
dude's playing on the.
That's sick.
That's so wholesome.
Yeah, it's just wholesome as fuck. They had it was like and one mixtape style. They're all just there were people announcing the game.
Who's your guys' favorite N1 mixtape player?
Escalade.
Big boy.
Professor.
Ayo.
Before my time.
Ayo,
Me
Ayo's
too.
from Philly.
Ayo is my favorite also.
Was he?
Yeah.
What did you guys like about Ao? Even
Black
though he
Widow.
was, huh?
The Black Widow. He was tall and he had just incredible moves. He had a one spin move where he'd put it over the guy's head and put it behind his back. It was incredible.
Wasn't N1 like a product of King of Prussia?
Yeah, it was. The guy who started AIM1, I think he's from King of Prussia or some shit like that, somewhere on Westchester Pike. It was I don't know how it became the N1 mixtape tour because
Skip to my Lou, Ray Ralston.
Wait, but are you just saying a guy who was in it, or how did it? Is that how it started?
He was the guy, yeah.
But how did it start though? Why did this white dude from like Westchester, Pennsylvania, decide to start the greatest street ball movement of all time?
It's a good question.
It sounds like a 30 for 30 intro or some shit like that.
Well, Ray Ralston was the Skip to My Lou was like the original guy, and he
Is that true, or is he just the one you remember the most?
I mean, he was N1 Mixtape Volume 1, like he was the guy.
Yeah.
And he was also a very successful like college and NBA player.
He could hoop.
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
But it was mainly him, and then oh yeah, that's a
VHS.
Oh damn.
no. This is the actual N1 mixtape. Like, it's just grainy.
What are you singing, Tommy?
I was singing the Ayo, Ayo. Any relation to that song or? Ayo, 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 Ayo. I don't know what song that is. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Shorty get down, good.
Yeah. What is that?
Oh
No diggity.
diggity. There you go, Smith.
Blackstreet.
Nice.
We're not that stupid. We might not know math. We might not know geography. We might not know the parts of a bull. I was getting absolutely flamed yesterday by people being like, "You fucking idiot! You don't know shit about bulls."
I got a lot. Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's
Bulls,
ask Smitty.
cows.
Let's ask
I just don't
Smitty.
fucking know. Then, all right, sorry.
No, I want to ask Smitty. What do you think of cows of having a specific gender?
Male cows or bulls.
That's
All right.
correct.
Wait, what? Male cows are bulls?
I thought we established that's not true. I thought we said it's like squares and rectangles.
No, you said that, and no one agreed.
All right.
Not all cows are bulls, but all bulls are cows.
Yes.
No, we can't go down this road again. People were so mean to
Yeah.
me yesterday, being like, "These guys don't know shit."
We watched Jackass on our date night this weekend. And
Did you?
There's lots of bull footage. Lots of dick footage.
Wait, the most
lot
recent
of dick
Jackass,
footage.
or which one?
Jackass Forever.
Yeah,
Yeah, just needed a night to like let it out. Very funny, but
it was the most penis heavy of all the Jackasses.
extremely.
Because I went back and watched a couple of the other ones. Also,
Extremely.
Jackass did exactly what Dude Perfect does, way before Dude Perfect did, for more hours, and they added in nut shots to all of it. Like, they're exponentially better than Dude Perfect. Dude Perfect just wants to be, they're like a clean version of Jackass.
Dude Perfect never got in a bull ring.
Exactly.
Like Johnny Knoxville.
But like they were doing things where like for hours, like for like 16 hours in a row, they'd like hit a basketball with like a baseball from like a football field away to try and hit someone in the
that's
nuts
not
or whatever.
Dude Perfect. That's Mush Madness.
It's true. They stole it from Mush Madness.
Yeah.
Trick shots do put asses in the seats, though. Like I've heard
No,
of
they
Dude
don't.
Perfect, but
No, they don't.
for the first time a couple of weeks ago, I was like, oh, let's see what all these losers are about, and I was like, ready.
You've heard that's the first time you watched Dude Perfect. I
think
pin
so, genuinely.
if you like Impractical Jokers as much as you
fucking
like them, you
uncultured
are a
swine. You
Dude Perfect
fucking
ball washer.
swine. It's so different. One's comedy versus like athletic, whatever. I was like, oh, these fucking losers. But then I have a few of them. I was like,
Exactly.
this is pretty impressive. Some of these shots, like it does. Like there's something about watching trick shots that I feel like doesn't get old.
I don't know. To me, it has gotten old because early on in quarantine, it was like trick shot. It was
marble
like a big-
racing.
Yeah, big trick shot time. I would prefer marble.
Marble racing's
trick
great
shot.
though. Marble
Yeah,
racing.
I would way prefer
Very,
marble
very-
racing to a trick shot.
We were talking about this last week on the bracket. When's the last time you guys played or even touched a marble?
Or let's that question, or Stephen Che, or right now in the world, or I guess it was 10 p.m. at 11 p.m. last Tuesday night Eastern. How many people do you think were playing marbles, like the game marbles?
In the world,
Yeah,
That's
less than 10,000.
I would think
Stephen
it's
Che
a
thought there
pretty-
were zero.
There's not zero of anything happening.
Marble seems like I wouldn't say like a third world game, but in places where you don't have the ability to like hop on a PS5, I could see marbles and
We
jacks
hypothesized that it's big
still
in
hopping.
India.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But it was also nighttime in India, or like very early morning.
I
You
think
don't think people are running
there's
games
always-
in a back alley at 4 a.m.?
there's always at
Marbles?
least 100 people playing marbles in the world. I think.
I don't know, man.
Definitely.
I haven't even seen a marble in 10 years.
Hey, look at you. You're such a doubting Thomas, dude. Do you need to stick your hands in the fucking wounds? You need to see something happening to believe that it happens?
Is doubting that's not an offensive term, right?
No, it's biblical.
Okay.
But like you've never seen someone play highlight, but I guarantee there's thousands of people playing highlight.
know-
Dude,
It's
highlights
popular.
chucks and fucks. You do not want to get hit by a
Yeah.
highlight. The highlight is the most, the fastest projectile in the world that you could be hit by, like thrown.
And there was a Jackass scene about that
Oh, I believe.
in one of the old movies where they used oranges and then they got hit by highlight players.
It was classic. It was a classic time. Those old jackasses were incredible. The early on jackasses, and where I was watching the Jackass Cribs over the weekend when they went to Steve-O's house. Steve-O was just obliterated in Los Angeles. He had like a half pipe inside his house, a bunch of Budweisers all over. He was definitely fucked up off pills. Then they went to fucking Bam's house in Westchester. They were beating the shit out of Phil. They went to fucking Ryan Dunn's
still
house
alive?
in Westchester.
Bam still.
Bam
alive.
Margera's dad?
Oh, this was like the old.
Oh, he is still alive, but yes.
Is he?
Ben Margera's dad?
I think Phil's still alive. No, Uncle Vito's dead.
Yeah, Don Vito's dead.
Yeah.
What was Don? What was Don?
And he
Vito's
got
relation?
canceled. He
Was-
got canceled.
Yeah, he was a pervert.
Yeah.
The big heavy guy that Ben Margera used to beat up?
Well, there was his dad and there was Don Vito.
Don Vito, who was like, was he an uncle or was he just related to them?
I thought he was an uncle, but I'm not exactly sure.
Was he on April's side or was he on Phil's side? Tommy, you sound like you never watched Jackass.
I don't. I've watched maybe a little as a kid, but I'm very unfamiliar.
And you watching Practical Jokers instead?
Hey, the PG version.
I mean, I would argue that Impractical Jokers is funnier.
And a show you've never watched? You
Well,
sound
look,
like
I
Steven.
mean, just the concept. Jackass is what? Oh, the guy got hit in the nuts.
Tommy, Google.
Practical Jokers focuses on like the awkwardness of human interactions and stuff. To me, that's way funnier.
No, you're
Like,
you're making
yeah.
one seem super detailed and the other one seems stupid. Like I could be like,
Yeah.
oh, Impractical Jokers, what's that? You tie a balloon to somebody's belt in the freezer aisle.
that's not
And
their.
I could-
It's not their best challenge.
And I could be like, Jackass shows the depths of human camaraderie and the.
Four lifelong friends who compete to embarrass each other.
Tommy, you need to watch the Jackass where they the one gentleman dresses up like a terrorist and gets in the cab.
Okay.
Yeah. And
That
see how
sounds
layered
funny. That sounds funny.
that comedy is.
I have a confession. I've never watched Impractical Jokers.
Neither have I.
I don't even know what channel it's on.
Long term. True TV.
TV. I mean,
Surprised people
it's
can
their
find
it's
it.
their cash cow. It's on all the time.
Okay. I don't even know if I-
Shots fired. Bar rescue.
Yeah, Bar Rescue.
Bar Rescue was Spike. Or no?
What's the difference?
Just assumed it was the same thing.
Spike TV versus True TV, or did they take over?
How did TBS get out of that like bundle of networks? Like TBS
And
was
the Braves,
just like
the Superstation.
a regular ass fucking network though. TBS was like the CW or like just like a random ass channel that nothing was on, that like you watch Friends for like 3 hours on, and now they like host the national championship game annually.
It's
That's
very
a come up.
It's very surprising the game was not on CBS yesterday.
Yeah, why wasn't it?
I did,
It was on
I did that
TNT.
yeah, I did that on Saturday. I went to the Final
very
Four. I was like, 8:02.
What was on, like Dangerous Minds or something?
Yeah, something like that. It's just like, what's going on? It is.
Something Midwestern, like Housewives would just like riot if they missed.
Wouldn't you want the main programming that everyone's talking about being on the main show?
I agree.
But the watchers of Chad need to. I mean, they'd be upset if they went to turn on Chad and then there was basketball on.
But are there more people watching Chad than?
Playing marbles? Yes.
Marbles seems like a very niche thing that I bet there are like clubs in Scotland or Ireland.
It doesn't make sense though, because it's a game for kids, but it's also, I can't think of a bigger choking hazard than marbles.
Is it a game for kids?
Do adults play marbles?
I feel like, I mean, some adults play marbles. Yeah. I mean, maybe I'm just thinking of.
I'm more of a Mancala guy.
I'm unfamiliar.
You never played Mancala?
No.
Zah, you never played Mancala?
Nah, what's Mancala?
Dude, Mancala's an African game.
Nah, maybe if you just maybe you call it something. We could probably call it something. I don't swear we're wrong.
Mancala? Dude, it's like a game where you have like marble like beads or something like that, and you like have to move them through.
Chinese
Oh
checkers?
yeah, we call it. So where I'm from, we call it Toro.
Zorro?
Toro. Tsoro. Toro.
TSORO. Dude, look at Mancala. That's a
I've
sweet
seen
game. Have you seen Mancala?
They had this in Club Penguin.
What's Club Penguin?
I don't know. Club Penguin?
It was like a open
That
source.
stupid ass fucking
web game.
Yeah, open source web game.
It's
Able
not
to
stupid,
fuck
not
all the
stupid.
penguin chicks.
You take them back to your igloo.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, focus on the main college.
Just
For
watch
1 second.
watch these penguins talk.
Are those rocks or jelly beans or marbles?
I think that they're rocks, but they're marble-like, though. That's what got me onto it. Dude, Mancala was a sweet-ass game.
Does the color of the rocks matter?
No. I don't believe so.
I'm still not understanding.
Because you're dumb. But I would love to see how it's made on marbles, just to see like how do they get the swirls in there? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How
They're
do
fascinating.
How do they do it? Marbles are fast. Also, when you shoot a marble, are you supposed to just throw it, or are you supposed to like pinch it between your thing? And is it a flick, or you just pinch it until the pressure shoots it out from your hand?
Ooh, good question. I don't know.
Thank you, brother.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. We gotta shoot some marbles. We gotta get. I don't even know how to play marbles. I only know jacks.
I think it's like a mini version of bocce ball.
You gotta
Makes
get
sense.
close to something.
Yeah.
Is that really what it is?
I think so. That's what Feidelberg kept saying.
When?
When we talked about this on the bracket last
Oh, you
week.
guys have already litigated marbles?
Yeah, that's when Steven said there were less than 100 people playing marbles.
I
Or
mean,
said there were 0 people playing marbles.
At that time, yeah.
that's impossible.
Yeah. Zero chance marbles is extinct.
I mean,
but
at,
also
at,
quite beautiful.
Is this the how it's made on marbles? Yo, ask and I shall receive. I
To
love
make
how it's
marbles,
made.
This company melts recycled
Obviously.
glass with marbles made earlier, but rejected for being the wrong size.
Marbles are made out of marbles? What the
All
fuck?
this goes into a kiln heated to 2,200 degrees
Rejected
Fahrenheit.
marbles.
Damn.
After 16 hours,
If Nick
they
was
open
here,
a
he'd
door
have a
at the
Jenna
bottom of the
Marbles
kiln
joke
and the
queued
molten
up
glass
off
flows
rejected
out.
marbles. Fucking miss that guy, man.
A shearing device cuts the stream every half a second, forming segments called
Look at that
slugs
hot
that
ass.
become marbles.
That looks delicious.
To make different sized marbles,
That
they adjust the
steaming
device to
hot
cut in
marble?
shorter or longer
different size
intervals.
marbles?
How could there be wrong size marbles if they're making certain
The
size
slugs
marbles?
slide down chutes
There's something
landing between
intentional about
grooves
the
on
size of the
spinning
marble
cast
that you
iron
make,
rolls.
and now you're telling me that some of them
The
are
spinning keeps the slugs
rejected
from
marbles?
That's literally a year's
sticking.
supply
They'll
of
need
marbles for the
72 hours
world.
to cool completely.
You wish,
But their
dude.
You are
final
really
appearance is
discounting
already
marbles.
set.
Hey, did you never have
That
marbles
was
growing up? You
determined
probably
back
just
in
never
the
had
kiln,
marbles,
when the
and so you
air
couldn't
Joking
I
has
did
it.
have
fathom a
I
childhood
did
of
have like a
marbles.
bag.
A
but
little
then-
Crown Royal bag of marbles.
Yeah.
These channels separate the good from the bad.
What is a bad
Along the way,
marble?
Weed out the ones that are too big or too small.
So
and
these
collect
are the
ones that are
rejected
just
of the
right.
rejected marble.
And these will just be turned into more marbles.
They do look nice.
I know, it's very pleasing.
They're like little
More
planets.
intricate marbles
Yes.
are handmade.
Imagine like a big ass, a big one.
Handmade?
This craftsman first preheats some clear glass in a
Nerd.
small oven.
I always wonder about the people who are
Then
in
he
who
brings
work
off
in the
a piece of colored
factories where
glass.
how it's made comes to work, and you only see their
After
hands.
the clear glass has melted in the furnace
This
overnight,
girl's
he
guy's got
gathers
some
some on
neck
a steel
action.
rod. Then
Which one
picks
is it?
up a chunk of preheated colored glass with it. He forms a knob and works the mass into a long string that's up to 16.5 feet long and thin as a noodle.
Oh, so it's a glass blowing art.
Thin as a noodle.
He'll use them in various colors to decorate the clear glass cores of the marbles.
This is like some. Did you ever watch that
He gathers
glass
a clump
glass
of
blowing
melted
show
clear
that's on
glass on the
Netflix?
rod
It's fucking
and
awesome.
shapes
It's
it
so
with wet
calming.
newspaper, which won't stick
This shit
to
is
hot
very
glass.
calming.
All this work,
After
marbles
shaking
should
the
be
end,
like
he rolls
$100
the clump
each
on
if this is how
several
much work goes into one marble.
Marbles should be like
That's
One
diamonds.
marble? No.
He repeats
I'm
the
proposing
process
to my
up
girl
3
with a
times
marble, not a
and
diamond.
rolls the clump on a metal table. to even out the
one
surface
marble?
between each
Yes,
strip
dude, he's
to the
rolling the
furnace.
clump.
No, this
Then
has
he
got to
adds
be
a layer of
multiple
clear
marbles.
glass on
How?
top.
How?
Cause we'll just wait.
Why are you talking so
With another
authoritative?
tool now, he stretches the clump to about 1.5 feet long.
Yeah.
He'll use this to make several cores.
Yeah, okay.
To make the second layer of the core, he rolls a 2-inch long segment onto colored glass slivers called ribbons.
Damn.
After rolling them in the furnace to melt them, he flattens
This is
the
like some
ribbons with
ASMR.
pliers and
That's what I
snips
mean.
off
It's
the
so
excess at the
calming. I feel
ends.
like how it's made was original ASMR. Like, who even pays for how it's made? Who is in charge of this?
Taxpayers,
He wraps
probably.
the core in the
You think it's
ribbons
the
in a
taxpayer?
layer
Is
of
this some
clear
Science
glass
PBS
channel? It's not
feeling?
PBS.
and shapes it.
Taxpayers pay for everything.
think everybody that works at the Science
Now he
Channel is
rolls
smart
the
as
core
fuck,
on
or you
more
think there's
glass
some
science.
fucking idiots over
Then
there?
it's back in the furnace to melt.
It's funny when you think about idiot scientists and doctors.
He adds
Also,
one more
like,
clear glass layer, and
You
the
know, there's other
inside is
jobs
finished.
besides scientists. at
That's
the
a
science
total of
channel.
6 layers for this marble.
Gift shop worker?
Other models have fewer
Yeah.
or more.
Gift shop attendee?
The craftsman shapes the glass with several.
A lot
metal
of,
and
I
wooden
feel like a lot
tools.
of doctors are bad people.
Is that true?
He measures
Should I
the
see that
diameter with
through?
metal calipers and
I feel like
gradually stretches
doctors,
the sphere.
if you're a doctor, one of the best ways to make a lot of money is to do like something unethical, or just like be in the
Scribe.
pocket of big pharma or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Which is like indirect like contradiction of a Hippocratic oath of like saying you're not going to do any harm, when it's like people get into medicine because they want to make a ton of money, because it's like it's a guaranteed way you're going to be rich if you get into medicine, if you become a doctor. And so you become a doctor, and like the ways within that to be guaranteed rich is to like be in the pocket of big pharma. I feel like there's like a significant
Definitely.
percentage of doctors who prioritize like making money and being part of like a pharmaceutical companies, like a cog in the wheel of that machine,
Yes.
as there is just people who are just like, I'm going to be a good ass doctor.
Have you seen
Just want
Dope
to
Sick?
do- Is that no? I haven't. Is that about
Watch Dope Sick with
the,
Michael Keaton. It's about the
opioid-
opioid epidemic with Oxy.
Yeah, that shit is fucked
Exactly
up.
what you're talking about.
That shit is. There's just a lot of people who are doing that, and maybe not most, but
When
it's
I-
more fun to say most.
When I was graduating college, one of the careers that I was being pushed in towards was pharmaceutical sales. And what,
By your parents?
yes, what,
Because the money.
yes, what I learned was that it's basically a glorified like lunch delivery, man. Like you basically have your set of doctors and you like drop lunch off for them every day just so they will start to like you, so you can have windows of conversations, be like, oh, hey, this is this new drug for this. And then once they give
Dude,
it a
I'm okay
trial
with
run-
belittling doctors, but not salespeople. Okay, you're not about to say that's all salespeople do.
No. But like you'd have the relationship with them. You would then get them to try out and like trial your drug. In which case, if they accepted it and it did well, then they would have like a quota for how much they're supposed to give away
Yeah.
per month.
Sounds like a great job.
Yeah, but it got me thinking, because with dropping lunch off, the best place to get lunch from is Raising Cane's.
Yes, sir.
Raising Cane's has One Love craveable chicken fingers meals, which is the perfect meal to have.
Oh, especially for a bunch of doctors. I feel like if you brought Raising Cane's into a doctor's office, they would love it. They would
Yeah.
go
I
crazy.
heard the sauces are tremendous. I got to try these sauces when they come up here.
Hank was just
I'm gonna
raving
look
about
up
the
when,
bread.
When
Yes,
is
I
it
saw it.
coming
It's
to
very
New York?
good.
They're coming to Times Square soon. We had so
When?
much Raisin Canes this weekend.
TJ, do you
It's
have the sauce?
awesome. Yes.
What's the best sauce? Or
it's
is it
just cane
one?
sauce. They don't do sauce.
Oh, so it's one sauce.
They have ketchup and cane sauce.
Ooh.
What is the-
what
what
is
is
the cane
it?
sauce like?
It's I don't know. It's like it's like a special sauce. It's like
Is it
salty. It's sweet. It's a little mix of everything. It's perfect.
It'll be the largest Raisin Canes in the country. Opening date not announced yet.
Wow. Well, Raising Cane's is only using the highest quality ingredients to serve their customers great tasting chicken fingers meals. Raising Cane's chicken fingers meals are cooked to order to ensure they're hot and fresh every time. Order online at raisingcanes.com. Raising Cane's only has one left, craveable chicken fingers meals. Order online at raisingcanes.com.
I misread that. It's even more impressive. It's going to be the largest restaurant in all of Times Square. It's going to be this Raisin Canes. That's pretty
That's
crazy.
huge. Also, I keep on hearing you guys say Raisin Canes.
Raisin.
Raisin.
Raising
Like the
Cane's.
cane of a raisin.
I'm Southern, so
You couldn't be farther from Southern. You'd probably like choke on the oxygen in the South like someone who took their helmet off on the moon. You probably couldn't even breathe the air of the South. You're the most northern dude I know. I
Me?
think. Yeah.
nah, must be thinking of somebody else.
Give a Southern accent, Tommy.
Well, there, partner. I'm down here in South Carolina.
I think that's a Texas. That's more of a Texas.
Hello there. I could do a Southern woman. Oh, hello there, sweetie. An old Southern woman. Hello there, sweetie.
A little
I'm
bit
from
more.
Georgia. I'm from Georgia. If you want to come in and have some tea and biscuits. Not bad.
Yeah, Tommy in a former life, just
I'm really bad at accents.
1800s old Southern woman.
I'm overall maybe the worst person at accents in the world.
I could see
I'm
you
pretty bad.
becoming a maid later on in life or something like
A
that.
maid?
Like an old
Male
like
maid?
a woman. No, woman maid.
Woman maid.
Yeah, I could see you transitioning.
Yeah, but I don't like doing like physical labor.
Yeah, I think it would be more of out of necessity because things took a negative turn.
Things went.
And the only work you could get is maid work.
In
There
honor
are
of,
male maids though.
Yeah, could I stay as a male maid or I
Fine,
have to
fine,
transition?
fine.
All right. Deal.
What were you about to
I
say?
don't want to proactively bring this up, but since we were talking about impressions and March Madness just ended, I do have a Dick Vitale impression.
Oh, really?
It's very bad.
Let's hear it.
But I enjoy doing this sometimes when I'm driving around in my car.
I won't look you in your eyes when you do it. I'll kind of close my eyes so I can really zero in on it.
Are you serious? He's a sorry. Are you serious? He's a PTP, a prime time player.
That's good.
He's super scintillating, sensational.
I think that's pretty good.
This is how you spend your time driving?
Yeah, that, picking my nose and listening to music.
You're a nose picker?
In the car only.
That surprises me.
Billy, come on in, brother. I only like to pick my nose in other people's cars.
God.
Billy, take a seat, brother. Just curious what you've been thinking about. Just what you've been doing without your big cat, your PFT, and your Jake and your Hank around.
I've been doing a lot of self-reflection.
Yeah, what have you learned?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
I've just been creating content by myself, TikToks.
That's
things like
fire.
that. I went to the St. Peter's Elite 8 appearance parade on Friday.
How was that?
That was pretty cool.
Wait, they did a parade?
They did a parade in Jersey City. It was actually like pretty awesome. Like the whole city was out there, like all the high school kids. It was actually pretty cool to see, like, because Jersey City, like, because they live in the shadow of New York, they like never get that much.
They don't get their shine,
They don't get any shine.
which is whack.
This was their first shine on the national stage, so that was pretty cool.
They put Jersey City on the map.
Exactly.
That's cool.
So that's what I've been doing lately.
Billy, what kind of shit have you? What's something that you've like learned recently that would surprise us?
Something that I've been like Googling recently.
Or not necessarily Googling, but just something you've learned that's like, wow, that's weighty information that deserves to be shared.
I was doing something a second ago. Oh yeah, I was delving into strongman competitions.
Okay.
I saw this one strongman who the European strongman contest
Of course.
was recently won by a Ukrainian who was training in Ukraine for the strongman competition while training to like defend Ukraine. So there's these crazy videos of this gigantic dude in like tons of body armor. Looks like a video game character. I don't know if we could pull it up. That'd be actually pretty sick.
Okay.
But
So it's just a Ukrainian strong guy. Oh, the triple cup, quad cup. What is that? Lean?
No, it's green tea. I drink a ton of green tea.
I've just joined the green tea train. I had
Dude,
one today.
Tribe.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's good for gut health, they say.
dude, I just chug this all day.
Do we have it in the office?
Yeah.
So watch out. I've been a tea drinker specifically for like a decade. My kidneys not testing 100% right now.
Is it
Why?
the tea?
That's what we're thinking.
Well, you drinking black tea or green tea?
You got other
Drinking all the tea.
issues.
Unsweetened though.
Unsweetened black tea though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been going green.
Green tea.
And they're big, like, responsible. I haven't gotten one in a while, but hugely responsible for, like, kidney stones and stuff, which seems like it'd be a
I
problem.
got to get off coffee. I got to fix my gut. I've been watching a lot of gut health TikToks, and green tea seems to be one solution.
You graduated from shaving TikToks?
I do like ASMR shaving videos, yeah, but they're not always on.
Bro, but
I go to YouTube for that.
I've actually been looking into probiotics.
I just started Sunday.
Oh, so it turns out like your gut is technically outside your body. When you think about it, it's an exterior.
Well,
No, think about it, because it goes in this way, out that way. All of your organs are in between your skin and your digestive tract. So
Your gut's outside your body.
Mhm.
yeah, think about it.
I am.
It's like a donut.
yeah.
Like what would you call
isn't your gut like in your stomach?
right? But like you basically have a hole that starts at your mouth and ends at your ass.
It's a one-way street, Tommy.
And it's only inside your body when you're closing your mouth, pinching your nose, and clenching your butthole.
Yeah,
Exactly.
And that's the only way that you
dick
can
up your ass or something.
seal the orifices. Otherwise, you're just like,
Or gerbils.
yeah.
Oh,
we're-
so I was like reading up
Shout out
about
Richard.
probiotics, and turns out like
Allegedly.
you can like boost a ton of like neurotransmitters and hormones just by what type of bacteria you've been taking. So actually, this is something I have learned recently.
Okay.
So I was researching tea boosting bacteria. So there's this one called Lactobacillus reuteri.
What, Lactobacillus reuteri?
Yeah.
BR.
Reuteri.
Cool.
And that's supposed to boost your tea.
I love that.
Testosterone?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like your tea's in a good spot.
I'm always trying to optimize.
Could always be
it.
better.
I mean, the modern male, we're exposed to so many contaminants that can mess with our health. Oh yeah, this is it. Look at this. Look at this dude.
This is a guy that drinks green tea.
No, this is the Ukrainian. Look at that guy.
Oh my
That's
God.
a video game character.
Dude.
Wait, is this a video game or real life?
This is Ukraine, bro. Look at this. This guy's like 6'6", 350 pounds.
Music.
Not this
Awesome.
guy.
Yeah, who's making this edit? I thought they were getting
Look at
shelled
this-
right now.
He's got 2 breastplates for shoulder pads.
He's too big for armor.
I think they literally, why they told him to leave and go compete in the strongman competition was like, that guy is way too big of a target.
Yeah, he really is. I feel like if you're too strong, it's kind of tough to be a good soldier. You have to be kind of nimble.
Yeah.
You got to be a skinny guy like Tommy.
Yeah, I'd be a great soldier.
Yeah. Oh, dispensable.
I mean, that guy's a huge target. Look at
Yeah,
him.
too big of a target.
Corporal Upham smokes.
Who did this just come out? This mixtape, this war mixtape.
This is
How does it,
streaming.
it's only like 30,000 views.
Yeah, they should have way more. But everyone's saying that it's a Mickey Mouse strongman title since Half Thor retired from strongman.
The Lakers.
Yeah, Half Thor, he got into boxing recently.
Yeah.
So he fought Eddie Hall, another strongman, recently in Dubai.
Yeah,
That was-
wasn't
that
that
was
the
actually
heaviest boxing match of all time or something?
Yeah, it was pretty insane.
Who won?
Half Thor. Half Thor's like 6'9". He's the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
Oh.
Yeah.
he's the one.
Yeah.
He's like the fucking one. He's the one that we should aspire to. I'd love to get his T readings.
Psh, probably insane, man.
Probably fucking off the charts, dude. Imagine just having the capacity for growth like that. What a frame.
Slim,
I
man.
feel like I wouldn't want that.
Yeah,
I'd
because
rather
you
just
couldn't
be
handle
like-
it, honestly, because you're not built for it.
Yeah.
It's too fucking big of a. It's too big a task.
Yeah.
Too tall an order.
Yeah. I'd rather just be like in good shape than be like crazy ripped like a bodybuilder.
You'd rather be Brad Pitt in Fight Club than a Half
Yes.
Thor.
Yes, definitely.
Brad Pitt is ridiculously ripped in Fight Club.
He's like cut, but he's not.
Yeah.
You're saying
the
you'd rather
buffest
be
dude.
cut than the buffest dude.
Bro, I'd rather
Pull up
be
a pic. Pull up.
I'd rather be Brad Pitt and Troy. I think Brad Pitt and Troy is one of the like,
Yeah, optimized it.
optimized physiques.
Yeah, because he was like running. He was doing that jump stab thing,
Yeah, throwing
spears and shit.
spears, yeah.
Yeah, that shit
That's an
was
awesome
fucking
movie.
sick.
That was one of my favorite movies.
I agree. I think that's one of the best action movies, especially about like ancient
Yeah.
times.
Way better than 300.
He's ripped there. He's
Oh, way better than
He's jacked.
300.
I just
Better than Alexander. Better than what are some of the other the only
Gladiator.
one Gladiator's
Troy or
right
Gladiator.
there. Gladiator's right there with Troy.
Growing up, I always thought the ideal male physique was Chris Benoit, but then I obviously this was before.
And he
yeah,
yeah.
it obviously
And
didn't.
he could
include the
still
head,
be the
brain.
ideal male physique.
Yeah.
Separate the art from the
Yeah.
artist.
The body from
Mhm.
the man.
Yes, correct.
Troy or Gladiator though? Which one are you guys? Troy or
I
Gladiator?
haven't seen either.
Gladiator guy.
You haven't seen what?
No.
You know, in
You
Gladiator,
got negative T, bro.
Probably.
What were you about to say, Smitty?
in Gladiator, Ridley Scott had to take down like billboards of gladiators, like on the streets of Roman times, because it looked too unrealistic. But that's how it actually was.
Yeah.
The billboards up?
He was
Yeah.
in deleted scenes, right? He got an olive oil deal. Augustus Aurelius got an olive oil deal, and he was on
Sure.
an ad. That was what it was, the deleted scene.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. They had
That's awesome.
But it's like how the mind like perceives one thing in one way, but it actually was another way, but nobody believes it.
You're just hucking olive oil.
Sure. Why
I
not?
wonder when that started. Were they doing that in like Apocalypto times? Apocalypto, have you never
I've seen Mel
seen it.
Gibson, right?
Yeah, that movie's fucking sick. But
he
that's
still
like
alive?
actually no, that might have been after
Gibson's
Gladiator.
alive,
He
yeah.
is.
It was around the same. That was after Gladiator, technically. But they also have smallpox in the movie, which is historically inaccurate because Cortez didn't come and
Of course.
start slinging.
It's small. Wait. Didn't they have smallpox? So they had So at the end of the movie, the Spaniard ships are there, right?
No spoilers, but yes.
But they had smallpox before.
In the movie, yeah.
I think that's actually historically correct because there was before like major European contact, there was like a huge population decrease in the Americas, which is why they say that like, you know, there was like such
People were poxed
discrepancy.
up.
I think like there was like fishermen who washed up and gave.
Could be. I wasn't around. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you gotta check that out. Maybe
All right.
because there was a serious like pandemic that like took out a large percentage of the population of
Damn.
the Americas before like Columbus even came.
Damn, that's devastating.
Yeah.
You know how there's like false information that like AIDS was started because someone had sex with a monkey?
Well, you know what it was?
Not true.
That's not true.
No.
How did it
You
start?
hear what it was? Dude, in World War One, this troops stationed in Africa shot a chimpanzee and ate it as bushmeat. That's where they traced it to.
But why? But I mean, of all the history of like people eating meat, but I'm sure that like uncivilized humans in like the
Definitely
4 billion years before also were like fucking animals. Like there's no way that like a horny human didn't like fuck an animal before they knew what was right and what was wrong. And then suddenly we're getting like these very specific pandemic level.
Bro, but like think about a chimpanzee. They had to come from a chimpanzee. Have you ever heard of Travis? Like you couldn't.
I say chimpanzee.
That wouldn't have an amorous.
Really hitting the
wouldn't-
pan hard.
That wouldn't be an amorous type encounter. You'd have that wouldn't go well for you.
That's true. That's true. But what about other animals though? There has to be some kind of animal. Goats, for example.
Sheep.
Sheep.
I think that's too
Cows
far
for sure,
removed.
because who
That's
figured
true.
out how to milk cows? Like you're probably just like, yo,
I saw something on this recently. Is it 10,000 years old that we've been drinking cow's milk? 10,000?
10,000?
Yeah, and only Europeans were able to do it. So like
And-
all Native American people are lactose intolerant.
No, and there's
That might be a
certain-
generalization, but a lot of Native American people are lactose
There-
intolerant
and
because
there's-
their ancestors didn't have cows
and there's certain populations in sub-Saharan Africa that also
or lactose
have
intolerant.
and not lactose intolerant. They have high
Tolerance.
lactate tolerance. Yeah, and India India, their whole religion is based off of like, not. I mean, that's
Sure, there's more than one religion in India,
But
but
like Hinduism, like the cow is sacred because it's such a.
So do they still drink milk though?
They drink a ton of milk.
they allow cows in certain parts of India to do whatever they want.
Yeah, they don't.
Like
they
they
don't
don't fuck with them. So cows just like run the streets.
They're like they simp for
What a
cows.
life.
They own businesses.
Yeah.
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 And they use I think they use a lot of cream in their cooking. They love the cow.
chocolate.
But they
milk-
don't eat cows, right?
No, they're strict
Sacred.
vegetarian.
Yeah, chocolate milk should really be much more popular than it is.
Yeah.
That's my tummy.
It upsets your tongue.
More than regular milk?
Yeah. Well, in kindergarten, I threw up after drinking chocolate milk, and
Once?
it usually upsets my
It
tummy.
could have been something else that you ate though.
No, it was the chocolate milk. I
It's
had,
usually
I
not
had,
the
like,
last
two
thing
of the
you ate.
chocolate milks.
Do you only use tummy when talking about chocolate milk? Like if you were saying I had
I'm
bad
pretty
sushi, you
tummy
still say
across
tummy.
the board.
Okay.
I'm pretty tummy across the board.
Tommy's tummy.
Tommy's
Yeah.
tummy, it just fits. So I don't really have a choice.
It's crazy that we were all just raised by parents. Like someone just had a. I was thinking of that when I was driving over watching the three of you guys. That you were just like raised, but you're just like the product of your parents and stuff like
Yeah, well,
that.
try raising these fuckers.
I know, that's what I mean.
If
It's
you have
like
an
such
idea
a
what's
massive
going on,
undertaking. Like
he
your
knows.
parents, your parents had a huge undertaking to be like, I'm gonna raise Smitty. Like I'm gonna raise a Stephen Che.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that was like a big ass decision that they made, and like it probably took a lot of their energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would agree.
I like apologize to my parents a lot for like all like the hijinks I got up to in like elementary and like middle school. I don't know about you guys, but like I just wasn't very well behaved when I was younger.
Yeah, you're high T. Don't
Was-
apologize.
Is that like like? Do you guys relate to that?
Yeah, I mean, my parents were always like, Tommy, you're sneaking out and fucking all these chicks again every night? That was most
No,
of
no,
my high
they-
school
They
career.
didn't say that. They didn't say that.
We got Tommy fucking another
They did
chick
not
again
say
in
that,
his
though,
room.
You know,
It's-
that's
no, not like that. I'm talking about like teachers calling home like your son is. You know
Yeah.
What I'm saying?
No.
It's like, why are kids badly behaved? Why does that shit happen? Like going through the airport, I was wondering the same thing. Like, why are some kids just running and screaming, and like other kids are just chilling there?
Do we think it's genetic or do we think it's behavioral?
I bet it's behavioral. I bet it's
Nature and
environmental.
nurture.
I bet it's environmental as far as why people.
Yeah, if kids don't have structure and they don't deal good with change, if you spring a change on them, they could react in an unpredictable way.
My wife wants us to not tell our son no anymore, which
Oh, that's a bad sign. I knew someone who did that. I knew
Well-
someone, and the kid's a psychopath.
well, we're
You know that.
thanks, Billy. But it's not like telling them not to do stuff. It's just trying not to be a negative and use the word no. So, hey, we shouldn't touch that. We shouldn't put the wires around your neck. We don't do that. But it's getting real old.
The
Real quick.
wires around the neck, you should be a little more assertive.
Shouldn't.
Yeah,
Shouldn't do it.
but it's like
Don't not. But it's also shouldn't is should not, and not is like no. It's like
it crosses.
it's tough.
over.
It's tough to
Yeah.
like be a purist of never saying no.
Yeah.
No, but then what happens when someone else tells him no?
I guess he cries himself to sleep. I'm not sure. We haven't got there yet.
I
You gonna
mean,
you gonna be a beater?
Beater? If I'm not smacking you and Glenny balls after a game of Madden, I'm not. Come on, Tommy.
It'd be funny if people were like open about that. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be a beater. For sure.
Oh, my grandfather used to bring out the stick.
Yeah, but
I hit you with it?
I got it once. My brother's got it a lot.
Where'd you get hit with it?
On the backside.
Like your butt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it's a classic thing. Wooden spoon.
Yeah.
I never did,
I
but
feel like a wooden spoon wouldn't hurt that much unless you get hit with it in the face.
He used it more as a threatening device, but occasionally Poppy had a little too much medicine and
you know, Poppy gets with his
he
medicine.
got the stick. Rest in peace.
The wooden spoon's an Italian thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an Italian just
it's-
whacking somebody.
It's pretty. Everyone's got wooden spoons.
Is it?
I'm not gonna throw my family members under.
Yeah, they have wooden
Wooden
spoons
spoon's
too?
pretty-
All right, then I don't know why I thought it was an Italian thing. Maybe I'm being bigoted.
I think maybe because it stirs the gravy.
I think that's what I was
Yeah.
thinking.
I think they just.
Yeah.
It's the first thing they reach for because it's more around.
Because they literally spend every waking hour in the kitchen. The
There's
Italian
like-
women.
What's the funniest thing? Books.
Books are to throw at people.
No, like just
Just
for
in general.
books. Discipline tool.
Oh yeah.
So what, like make them read it?
No.
To hit someone with it?
Yeah, percussion instrument.
You guys get the soap growing up?
No,
I've
never
heard
got
of
the
it.
soap.
I
That's
got
us.
almost once, and I locked myself in the bathroom and said I was going to call Child Protective Services.
You did?
yeah, yeah.
I feel like that's
Cheat
such a
code.
Tommy move.
Oh yeah.
We
Pro move.
we had to kneel in the doorway with our hands behind our back.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Or what?
Being bad, I guess.
Kneel in the doorway with your hands behind your back?
On
Bad
the,
little
on
boy.
the,
Are you about to
on
get
the ridge.
executed?
So you couldn't like touch and hold
On the
yourself
ridge.
up. On the ridge, yeah.
Yeah.
That was rough.
They hazed you.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
That is very fraternity.
Pretty much. Pat and
I
Linda.
had to get on my elbows on bottle caps.
Yeah.
So Smitty, in high school, we would take that a step further, and then you'd put your head on the ground. So you got your hands on your back, on your knees, head on the ground.
Yeah. It's an impeccable torture
chill there
method.
for like an hour.
Oh, no, I don't think I made it past like 5 minutes.
I
Well,
did-
I
did that
definitely
with
wouldn't
many
want
a
to get
kid in high school.
tortured.
I mean, waterboarding, like once you got to high school, right?
Something like that.
My parents just internalized a ton of guilt in me that still troubles me to this day. That was their method.
Oh, we did that too.
Just make you feel guilty as
Yeah.
fuck. Just make you feel that sweet ass Catholic guilt, dude. Nothing like Catholic guilt. Tommy, you know.
Yeah. No, not exactly. I'm not exactly following.
You're not Catholic?
I am Catholic, but what do you mean Catholic?
You don't have Catholic guilt?
That's
What does that mean exactly?
it's you just
Like a impending
You're
sense
supposed
of
to feel
guilt
bad.
over like everything in life.
No, I never feel guilty. It's
Oh,
one of my
really?
One of my best qualities.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a scumbag.
Yeah. I don't have a good what's the word?
Moral
compassion.
compass?
Compassion. I'm trying to work on my compassion.
You're not compassionate.
Yeah, I'm trying to be more
You're a
compassionate.
sociopath.
I think there's an argument to be made that I could be a sociopath. Yeah.
Yeah.
A girl recently told me I'm the most narcissistic person she's ever met.
Oh wow, she was like,
Not to brag.
See, you're a weird one because your perceived narcissism could come like around as just being
It's not
funny
not-
and quirky,
Yeah, not narcissism.
but
like,
it
full of
could
myself.
it could
Narcissism in,
absolutely be
like,
real.
narcissism and like I really do focus on myself more than anyone else by a lot.
Got to take care of number one. You know what I mean?
You
I
live
also
alone?
think every human does that.
Yeah, I think I just do it better.
I'm the best.
You're the best narcissist. All right, maybe she's right.
What was the context of this conversation? How'd it go?
It was lighthearted. It was. I was just like, yeah, you're probably right. I'll be better.
Painting the fence, huh?
Damn, she was dressing you down.
Yeah, I forget what it was.
You had to
It
say,
was-
"I'll be better."
Yeah, well, I do think I'm pretty narcissistic. I do think I'm self-centered.
So why are you trying to be better?
I think I should care more about other people.
So you can hang on to this gal?
No, just in general. Just in general, I think it's a good quality to, care about others.
Because you're afraid you're going to lose this
Cat's,
woman.
cat's back.
Steve Austin music.
What's up, brother?
I need people to shut the fuck up.
What?
Stop complaining
Who's complaining at you?
online. I was in the Uber coming from the airport, and I was just smacking around all the crybabies who were like, "Why is no one on the yak today?"
Ouch.
Oh, we have a pretty full crew.
Sorry, guys, that was mean.
People were bitching. People do bitch. The
Every now and
fact
then
that
I
these
have to
people
be-
are on the yak is like they're in the office fucking working. Think about all the other people that just don't come to work or just are never here.
I know it's a minority, but every now and then I get a little like,
Damn.
fuck everyone. No, I mean, you guys are, obviously I know the yak's still going on, but people are like, oh, where's Big Cat? Where's KB? Where's Nick's? Like, we're literally out making content. No one's taking days off.
Only
That's all I wanted to
Sass.
say.
Except for Sass.
Brandon Walker today.
And Brandon Walker today. So I guess some people are taking days off.
But not the people that they're angry at.
Yeah. You guys are probably doing a great show.
It's been fun. It's been
Hey, Billy, what's up?
How you doing?
Ready to come back on the group text?
Yeah.
Wait, what happened?
I was
Well, he removed himself because that made sense. We were all in New Orleans except Billy.
dude, I was getting mad FOMO. I was just
Yeah,
like, I
no.
can't deal with this whole weekend.
It was a smart move. It was a
Took
very
yourself
smart
off the
move.
group text?
Yeah.
I like the FOMO. I like to see what another group of people's doing. It's not like you have to do it.
No, but then like
No, there's a lot of like meet up, like, hey, anyone want to, like, is anyone out? Does anyone want to go to the casino? That kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Late night.
Damn.
Yeah.
I can't.
That does sound
Wings
fucking
was
sweet.
great on Saturday.
What was the best thing you ate down there?
Raisin Canes.
Raising Cane's is, I'm actually like craving it right now.
So good.
Also gained like 15.
Can you describe the sauce?
Delicious.
What does it look? Is it a darker sauce?
Also, the bread is incredible.
Yeah.
Did Hank bring back some bread? I thought he was going to bring back bread.
No, they gave me bread last night. It was actually probably the only mistake in the Raisin Cane's advertising yesterday. We went out to dinner and I ate way too much, and then they gifted me bread during the live stream, and I was already ready to puke. But I did eat some because I love it so much.
Your voice.
Yeah, it's not good. I need to sleep for
I
a
don't know.
while.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Sorry, I just wanted to tell
Oh, that's the show.
idiots
Yeah.
online to shut the fuck up.
That's the
And
show. Full house.
literally, these are the same people who are like, why aren't you streaming? And then they're like, why aren't you spending time with your kids? And they're like, why isn't PMT YouTube up right now? And then like, why isn't this and why isn't that? Just shut up. And it's only a very, very few people.
But
It's a
still.
very
vocal
small
minority.
minority. Very small minority. The majority of people are smart and
Handsome,
not dumb. Also, Smitty, did you like
curious.
the end of the One Shining Moment video?
I didn't see it. I didn't see the
Can we
end.
play the One Shining Moment video?
I'm sure it's lovely.
I requested one clip at the end.
Oh,
You
yeah,
could just
yeah,
go
yeah,
to the
yeah.
end.
I never even saw the clip, actually.
Yeah,
Until the One
I
Shining
just saw.
Moment
I just
video.
saw
It
the-
is a great video, yeah. How was UNC last night?
Sucked.
Yeah. I guess that's true. Here, go from here. Go from there.
Oh.
Great memories.
That's a good ending. The thing that Dave never understood is
birds.
the Eagles chant always plays. It's like doing a USA chant.
Didn't have the Viva chants up there.
It's always plays. Yeah, well that one I don't know if there was video of that, thankfully.
We'll dig that
I
up.
think it got erased.
Yeah, sorry. I'm here the rest of the week. Are you here, Ron?
Yes, sir.
All right. Steven, you're here?
Yep.
I'll be here.
Good job last night.
Thank you.
Tommy, you're here?
Here, I'll be here.
Great. Smitty, you're here? Billy, you're here?
I'm here.
Welcome back, Billy.
Actually, Friday's my mom's birthday.
There you go. The perfect way to end it.